Hello and welcome to BOI Weekly. I am Kayode Alayande. When the National Arts Theatre Igomu, Lagos was built in preparation for the Festival of Arts and Culture, FESTAC, held in 1977, it was a cultural landmark. However, diminishing support for cultural arts by successive administrations and poor maintenance eventually brought the national pride to its knees. So for several years, thespians had a no-go-to place to practice and display their crafts at little or no cost. Although efforts are on to fully revive the National Arts Theatre, private sector intervention to shore up efforts to revive the arts is already on course, with the Bank of Industry supporting willing and capable investors. Today, theatre in Nigeria is no longer homeless, as Terra Culture launches a first privately owned 400-seater state-of-the-art theatre. When the CEO, Terra Culture, Bolanle Austin Peters, approached the Bank of Industry, BOI threw its weight behind the project because it considers theatre as a major comparative advantage for Nigeria. Now, art enthusiasts as well as young and old talents in the various forms of cultural arts, especially music, dance and drama, have a home. Recently, the 400-seater Terra Culture Theatre Arena, which doubles as a recreation center, was open to art enthusiasts. It was a night to be proud of the Nigerian arts and culture heritage. Many thanks to the Bank of Industry. Stay close.
This is Terra Culture Arena, opening the doors of its newly built state-of-the-art 400-seater theatre to art enthusiasts and theatre practitioners. With the new facility, the vision to create an artistic space to celebrate Nigeria's music, literary arts, food and clothing, capturing the essence of Nigeria's culture, is a reality. Acting MD CEO, Bank of Industry, Mr. Wahid Olagunju says this, as well as other art-related projects the bank has invested in, would promote Nigeria and positively impact theatre and the entire arts and culture value chain.
Certainly we are pleased that a project we invested in has come to fruition, which is a component of the value chain in the creative economy, a theatre. We are very good in this area, in this country. It's an area where we have a competitive advantage. We're good at production of movies, and then the distribution aspect, and then of course this is the exhibition, the display of movies. That's what the theatre is all about. We at the Bank of Industry more than 10 years ago realized that this is a sector where Nigerians have comparative advantage, and we decided to support this sector not only in terms of funding but also in terms of business advisory service and capacity building. And that was why in 2012, during the Olympics in London, we decided to put up a show, right? And it comprised culture and investment. We promoted Nigeria's culture. We called it New World Nigeria. For more than 6 weeks we were at the Theatre Royal in London, where we had a number of Nigerians perform. Wole Soyinka was there. That was an evening Wole Soyinka. And we had Joke Silva and Olu Jacob perform a number of Nigerian plays. King Sunny Ade was there. And a number of artists were, and they did Nigeria quite well. And then this was rounded off with a 3-day investment summit at the Dorchester. It was a combination of culture and business, and it actually projected Nigeria well. We leveraged our talents in that area to seize the moment, to attract attention, and we're able to deliver our message to the international community business-wise, right, in terms of trying to attract investment to Nigeria. So coming back home in Nigeria, we've continued to support the creative industry 5 years after the London Olympics, and our risk assets in this area has continued to grow. We've continued to support our talents in these areas across the entire value chain. And the entrepreneur in question, Bolanle of St. Peter's, I may be able to say, is one of the best in the world in terms of talent. And we're proud to support her as an institution. We've watched her grow in Nigeria. She's done quite well in Nigeria. And we also followed her to London, where she put up a show last year, Waka, right? And that was extremely successful. And that goes to show how a private entrepreneur in her own space can help build Nigeria's image abroad and attract positive attention to the country. And this is quite relevant and crucial when it comes to building investment, when it comes to building confidence in the Nigerian society, which is a prerequisite for attracting investment into the country. So it's from that perspective that we see things at the Bank of Industry, and we shall continue to support the creative economy where Nigerians are highly talented.
The chief promoter, Terra Culture, Bolanle Austin Peters, in acknowledging and appreciating the role of the Bank of Industry in the enterprise, says having the building up will help save as much as 60 to 70% of costs on individual productions.
Well, the truth of the matter is, with any business, if it's not going to be sustainable, it's not worth it. So we drove theatre for a bit, for about 7 years, using the very basic space that we had. And we recognized that, first, the level at which we were operating was a little bit mundane. We realized that also to raise the game and to get the followership that you required, you needed to get the quality of the craft to another level. One of the greatest deterrents was infrastructure. You can only do so much with talent. Without the right infrastructure, lighting, sound, stage, all of that, you will not get the followership that you're looking for. So what we decided to do was first to tweak the game. Once we realized that the quality was getting better, we realized that we needed to own our own space. And now that we had done 1 or 2 shows outside and we did the math, we realized that first we were making a loss by renting space. 60 to 70% goes on infrastructure. If you take that out of the equation, all you're looking at doing then is paying the cost of the cast fees. And that is maybe a third or even less than what the actual cost of setting up takes from you.